What a race we just witnessed at Imola. Chaos, heartbreak, and a champion's charge, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix had it all. Max Verstappen snatches victory from Oscar Piastri with a daring first-lap overtake.
Verstappen roars around the outside to take the lead in spectacular fashion,
ending the Aussie's shot at equaling Senna's iconic 4-race streak. McLaren looked unstoppable until they weren't. Lando Norris still chased the close gaps. Lewis Hamilton put up a special performance and dedicated to his fans. So how did Verstappen outplay everyone? What went wrong for Piastri? And where does this leave the championship fight? Hit the like and subscribe button for updates, and let's dive into the details from the race. Max Verstappen didn't wait around. From the moment the lights went out at Imola, he was locked in. Oscar Piastri may have had pole, but Verstappen's move through Tamburello was surgical, one of those cold-blooded passes that decide titles. While Piastri later admitted he braked too early.
Yeah, just braked too early, and yeah, I mean, it was a good move by Max as well.
Max saw the door crack open and slammed through it. By lap 1, Red Bull had taken control and they never let go. This wasn't just a win. It was a masterclass in timing, strategy, and composure. Max extended his opening stint as Piastri boxed early, then pitted under the virtual safety car caused by Esteban Ocon's Haas.
Ocon in the Haas pulls over. The virtual safety car saves you 10 seconds on the price of your pit stop,
gaining nearly 20 seconds in the process. Even when the full safety car on lap 46 bunched the field again after Kimi Antonelli's exit.
Well, the local hero will not see the checkered flag. He parks up on lap 46.
Verstappen nailed the restart. By lap 63, he crossed the line with a 6.1 second lead.
Verstappen wins the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. He beats Lando Norris by 6.1 seconds.
His second win of the season, 4th straight at Imola. And Red Bull's 400th Grand Prix milestone couldn't have been more fitting. As Verstappen said post-race, the start itself wasn't that great, but I was still on the right line. Once we got ahead, we could unleash our pace. We executed everything really well.
The start itself wasn't particularly great, but then I was still on the outside line, or basically the normal line. And I was like, well, I'm just gonna try and send around the outside, and it worked really well.
And yet, while Verstappen had it locked down, Lando Norris wasn't far behind. Lando Norris had one goal heading into Sunday: get forward and disrupt Red Bull's rhythm. He started P4, and despite Imola being a tight, overtaking, hostile circuit, he made it happen. After clearing George Russell with a confident move at turn 5, Norris was in the hunt. When the safety car came out on lap 46, McLaren made the smart call to pit him again. That gave him the tire advantage to go ahead of Piastri late on.
Lando Norris trying to go past Oscar Piastri, the only driver ahead of him in the World Championship, round the outside of his teammate. Not much margin, but the move complete.
His post-race remarks pulled no punches. They were quick today, probably a bit quicker. We couldn't keep up. Of course, we'd love to be fighting Max, but they were too good. Norris also praised the tense but fun battle with Piastri. And while Norris rises, Piastri's shining streak comes crashing down. Oscar Piastri was poised to match Ayrton Senna's 4-win streak. He had the form, the momentum, and the pole. But it all unraveled before turn 2. The Aussie misjudged his braking by his own admission, and Verstappen was gone far ahead. That was the defining moment. From there, the race slowly slipped away. His attempt to undercut Max on lap 14 failed due to traffic and a scrappy pit stop. Safety car, Piastri stayed out, left vulnerable on worn rubber. Then came the blow. Norris passed him with fresher tires. Oscar dropped to P3 and never recovered. After the race, Piastri didn't sugarcoat it. Yeah, I just braked too early, and it was a good move by Max. Disappointing, and we made a few wrong calls anyway. It's not the best Sunday.
Just braked too early, and yeah, I mean, it was a good move by Max as well. So disappointing, obviously, but I think we made a few wrong calls after that, anyways, and yeah, not our best Sunday. So
he later added, "The VSC was perfectly timed for Max and Lando. I tried to hang on, but I just didn't have the grip." But the driver who reminded everyone of his greatness? Lewis Hamilton. Starting P12 at Ferrari's home race could have been humiliating for Lewis Hamilton, but instead, he turned it into his best finish of the season. With fans waving the Scuderia flags in every direction, Hamilton pulled off a tactical and aggressive drive that ended with him overtaking both Charles Leclerc and Alex Albon in the final laps to secure P4.
Yeah, trying to be careful around the outside and into the gravel. Albon rejoins and Lewis Hamilton will get by around the outside using the curb as they head to the Villeneuve chicane. Cars, the two teammates, will not scrap it out, and Lewis Hamilton goes from P6 to P5 to P4.
Running a long first stint on hard tires, Hamilton waited for the field to come back to him. As others tripped over strategy calls, he kept his cool. His late charge wasn't just about overtakes, it was about extracting everything from a Ferrari still chasing consistency. When asked about his performance, Hamilton simply said, "That was for the Tifosi." A result that keeps Ferrari in the constructors' hunt and gives hope for Monaco. Meanwhile, just behind Hamilton, someone else made a name for himself in Imola, Alex Albon. Let's be honest, not many expected Alex Albon to mix it with Ferraris and McLarens at Imola, but that's exactly what he did. Driving with a mix of confidence and composure, Albon spent much of the race in the top 5.
And Alex Albon is able to get by. Charles Leclerc listens to the team instruction. Albon will score a third, 5th place of the campaign.
Even holding off Leclerc and Hamilton for a good stretch before the tire disadvantage caught up. Albon's one-stop strategy was bold, and it nearly paid off with a P4. A late incident where he went wide while defending from Leclerc bumped him down to 6th. But make no mistake, this was a statement race from Williams. It's Albon's best result this season and Williams' most convincing performance yet. The battle between him and Leclerc was fierce, even drawing the attention of stewards, with Leclerc calling the review a bleeping joke. Albon, calm as ever, just got on with it. It's performances like these that have Williams punching above their weight. And Albon, he's driving like someone ready for a bigger stage. But while Williams rose, Mercedes saw both hope and heartbreak. George Russell showed early promise, qualifying on the front row and holding 3rd in the early stages. But as the race unfolded, he struggled with tire degradation and dropped down the order. Eventually finishing P7, Russell described his Mercedes as struggling with the rear and couldn't hold off charges from Norris, Hamilton, or Albon. Still, he brought home solid points for Mercedes, which they desperately needed. The real heartbreak came from the other side of the garage. Kimi Antonelli, racing at his home Grand Prix, had been running in the points and holding his own until lap 46, when his car suddenly shut down.
I got an issue. Okay, copy.
Well, the local hero will not see the checkered flag. He parks up on lap 46.
His Mercedes coasted to a halt at Tosa, triggering the full safety car and ending his race in front of a gutted Italian crowd. It was the 17-year-old's first retirement in Formula One and a brutal end to what had been a dream weekend for the local hero. With Imola in the rear view, the road now leads to one of the season's biggest stages. Next stop of the 2025 season is Monaco, Sunday, May 25th at the Circuit de Monaco. Another tight, unforgiving circuit where overtaking is rare, qualifying is everything, and mistakes cost big. In the driver's standings, Piastri leads with 146 points. Norris is right behind with 133, and Verstappen surges to 124. In the constructors' race, McLaren still holds the top spot, but the gap is closing. Red Bull is gaining ground, Ferrari remains in striking distance thanks to Hamilton's push, and Mercedes still trying to find consistency. Monaco could be the pivot point, so all eyes are on Monte Carlo. The title race just got real. Piastri will now be looking to make a comeback in Monaco. But can Norris close the gap? Is Verstappen going to reclaim the top spot? And will Ferrari put together another good weekend for Hamilton? Let us know what you think in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe button for updates, and see you in the next video.